Friends, let's start our video, our lesson by listening to a beautiful life quote is Henry David has said, happiness is like a butterfly. The more you chase it, the more it will elude you. But if you turn your attention to other things, it will come and sit softly on your shoulder. And John Hamm has said, don't be afraid to fail. It's not the end of the world. And in many ways, it's the first step toward learning something and getting better at it. Welcome back, friends. I wish you all are doing well. Today I have come with new story with lots of new vocabulary, and I'm sure this video will be very useful for you all. So before I start the lesson, let me tell you something. If you are visiting my channel first time, then you should to know this thing because I found a new way to improve your English communication skill with lots of new vocabulary without facing any problem and difficulty. As you know, we need four things for improving our English. First, listening. Second, writing. Third, vocabulary. And the last thing is speaking. And these all things I have added in this video. So I'm sure if you watch my daily video, you will be able to improve your English in a very short time. And the most important thing is this video has 4 steps. First, we will listen a short story with our focus, because after story you will get some question and you have to answer that question. And the second thing we'll know some new vocabulary from that story. That part is most important part of this video, so don't lose this golden phase. And the third step, we have answer and question season. In that part, I'll ask you some question which will be taken from the story, and then I'll give you 1 minute to write here your answer in a comment box. And then after 1 minute, I'll show your answer on the screen. That's why you have to listen to the story very carefully. And the fourth thing, and this is the last step of this video, and that is build your confidence and listening ability. For this purpose, I'll give you 1 minute to say the heading, which heading will be best for that story according to your point of view. And these all things are dependent on your listening and focus. So let's start our first part of this video, and that is short story. So be careful and be ready. Are you ready? Okay, so it starts now. A doctor entered the hospital in hurry after being called in for urgent surgery. He answered the call safe, changed his clothes and went directly to the surgery block. He found the boy's father passing in the hall waiting for the doctor. On seeing him, the father yelled, "Why did you take all this time to come? Don't you know that my son's life is in danger? Don't you have any sense of responsibility?" The doctor smiled and said, "I'm sorry. I wasn't in the hospital and I came as fast as I could after receiving the call, and now I wish you'd calm down so that I can do my work." Calm down? What? If your son was in this room right now, would you calm down? If your own son dies while waiting for doctor, then what will you do? Said the father angrily. The doctor smiled again and replied, "We will do our best, my God's grace, and you should also pray for your son's healthy life. Giving advices when we're not concerned is so easy," murmured the father. The surgery took some hours, after which the doctor went out happy. "Thank goodness," your son is saved. And without waiting for the father's reply, he carried on his way, running by saying, "If you have any question, ask the nurse." Why is he so arrogant? He couldn't wait some minutes so that I ask about my son's state, commented the father when seeing the nurse minutes after the doctor left. The nurse answered, tears coming down her face. His son died yesterday in a road accident. He was at the burial when we called him for your son's surgery. And now that he saved your son's life, he left running to finish his son's burial. Moral of this story: never judge anyone, because you never know how their life is and what they are going through. I wish you liked the story, and finally we have completed listening part. However, let's go second part of this video, which is our main purpose, and that is vocabulary. So we have some new vocabulary in that story. So let's go to know those words. So first word we have surgery. That means treatment of diseases and injuries by medical operation. Operation performed by a surgeon. Also, room in which surgical operations are performed. And the second word we have accept. That means quickly, speedily, and post-test. Okay. And the third word we have passing. That means take regular steps, regulate the speed of, walk back and forth, especially while absorbed in anxious thought. Okay. And the fourth word we have yell. That means shout, scream, cry, shriek. Okay. And the fifth word we have grace. That means honor, favor, embellish, and adorn, endure, and grant. And the sixth word we have concert. That means interest, affect, involve, worry. And the seventh word we have murmur. That means make a soft perpetual sound. Also whisper continuously, and that means also mutter inarticulately, also rustle and grumble under one's breath, make a recurrent abnormal sound of the heart. And the eighth word we have arrogant. That means conceited, haughty, and proud. And the ninth word we have burial. That means act of burying, act of placing a corpse in the ground, ceremony which accompanies interment, also that means grave. And the last word we have state. That means condition, stage, phase, and mood, emotional condition, splendor, overly excited or distressed. Okay. And also that means nation, internationally, autonomous, territorial, or political unit joined with others under a sovereign government. Okay, it was our last word. So like this we have completed our vocabulary part as well. One more thing, mostly people are thinking about vocabulary, how to memorize. It's tough, or like this many things. Friends, don't be worried about it, and no need to think. There are many new words. How can we remember and memorize? Because I give you in this video some easy trick how to memorize new vocabulary. That's why don't skip video and watch properly until end. It will be very useful for your English. And now let's jump next step of this video. So I'm going to ask some question from that story. Okay, so first question we have, what happened with that man who was mentioned in the story? Okay, and the second question we have, where has he gone with his son? And the next question we have, what happened in hospital? And the fourth question we have, what did father say to doctor when he saw him? And the last question we have, what did you learn from this story? Friends, front of you there are 5 questions and you have only 1 minute. So first go to comment box and write there your answer. So be ready. Are you ready? Okay. So your time starts now. Finally, you have completed your 1 minute, and now let's go to know the answer. Okay, so I'm going to show you, and also I'm waiting because it will be useful and it will improve your English listening part as well. So first question we have, what happened with that man who was mentioned in the story? So answer is, his son was sick too much. And the second question we have, where has he gone with his son? The answer is, he went to hospital with his son. And the third question we have, what happened in hospital? So answer is, when he reached there, doctor wasn't available, so he was very scared. And the fourth question we have, what did father say to doctor when he saw him? So answer is, father yelled, why did you take all this time to come? Okay, and the fifth, and this is the last question we have, what did you learn from the story? So answer is, never judge anyone because you never know how their life is and what they are going through. With this last question, we have completed our third step as well. And the last step of this video is enrich your confidence level. So I'm going to give you 1 minute to write here heading for this story, which will be best as a topic or as a moral of this story, or what did you understand by this story, or also you can say anything about that story. It's all are dependent on your interest. Okay, so be careful and be ready. Your time starts now. by hearing the music, our time is over. And now, as you know, I told you, I'll say you how to memorize new vocabulary. So the best way for memorizing new vocabulary is make sentence by using that vocabulary. Like in this story, we have 9 or 10 new words. You just go comment box of this video and write there at least 10 sentences by using these words and send me. For example, we have one new word, eld. That means you use this word in sentence like when I got late to reach, my school teacher yelled me. Like this, you use 10 words in different sentence. This way will be very useful to improve your vocabulary part. Just do it, continue. I'm sure you will improve your English in a couple of days. And now we are going to have fun because today I have also one very funny no joke for you. And this also helps you to improve your listening ability. So let's go have fun. True, if you want to change the world, do it while you're single. Once you are married, you can't even change the TV channel. Oh, that was so funny. Okay, friends, with this funny joke, we have finished this part and wait for next part of my video. I end up my video with special thanks to you all wonderful people for listening to me with great passion. Thank you so much and have a wonderful time.